Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Municipality of Monroeville's Citizens Night and Council Work Session. Today's Thursday, December 4th, 2014, approximately 7 p.m. If we'd all kindly rise for the Lord's Prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll give me a second, I'll run down and grab and see who signed in. We'll get them up first. Tim, if you would, thank you.
You're not going to charge us extra for that.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is our Citizens Night proportion of our meeting. Nobody has signed in, but I will leave the floor open for anybody who would like to address council on agenda, basically on anything you want to do. Seeing none, we'll close that proportion of our meeting, and we'll go to our work session in council. Council conducted an executive session for personnel and litigation on Thursday. Oh, that's for today.
Don't read it, yeah.
Oh, well, that's true, yeah, all right. Well, I was going to do that at the end, but I'll do that now. Council conducted an executive session for personnel and litigation on Thursday, December 4th, beginning at 6 p.m. before council work session. Council legislative action, if any, shall be taken at the December 9th, 2014 council meeting. I forgot to ask you, Sharon, all the minutes are in, correct?
No, they aren't. Only the first set are in for October 9th,
Okay.
and the rest of them, there was a really long one. The October 14th was really long, and I'm still working on it.
Okay, so council, any other questions or corrections on the council work session of October 9th, 2014? Seeing none, we'll go over to our reports of our tax collections. Once again, council, any other questions, comments, corrections? Seeing none, we'll move over to our payroll report. Any questions or comments on our payroll report, council? Seeing none, we'll move over to the list of bills and budget transfers, and we'll start off with you, Tom.
No question.
Steve?
I have nothing.
Paul?
No questions, sir.
Jim?
Nothing, sir.
Ron?
Nothing.
Nick?
No questions this evening.
And Linda?
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Very good, and we'll move over to the bids and proposals, the insurance quotes, and Tim, if you would.
Yeah, Joe Sedlak and I met today with Mike Gleason from Gallagher Insurance, and he went over the quotes of the upcoming property, liability, workers' comp, and Mr. Gleason will be here at the council meeting on Tuesday to go over those. The quotes seem very favorable. There's a very, they're basically even from this year, very slight increase, and so he'll go over those with a spreadsheet on Tuesday evening with you.
Very
Just a
good.
little question. Have we considered providing insurance for the volunteers that work within the community?
That's a question I can ask Mr. Gleason.
Any other comments on this
Thank
item
you.
before you?
I have one question. Will that include any of the changes in the healthcare that we had open enrollment or we're having open
No,
enrollment
this is just
for?
on property, liability, and workers' comp.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Tim, and we'll move over to our consent agenda, or new business, if you would, please.
The first item is Forbes Regional Hospital applicant is requesting site plan approval to construct an elevator tower and associated site amenities. The property is located at 2570 Haymaker Road in the L Special Use Zoning District. And does Mr. Schufel or Mr. Hughes want to comment on this?
I was just going to ask that, please.
Good evening, Council. As you well know, Forbes Regional Hospital is in the process of rebranding. It's going to be the Allegheny Health Network. And they're proposing to add an addition to the existing Forbes Regional Campus of approximately 8,147 square feet and associated site amenities. This will be relatively where the emergency room's at, on the southeast corner of the building, southwest corner of the building. They'll provide additional parking to facilitate the new addition as well as the emergency room. The new elevator is needed to take the patients from the emergency room up to the upper floors of the hospital.
Any questions for Mark, Council?
They'll upgrade their stormwater facilities as a result of this, and the parking, lighting, and things like that.
They'll be, in other words, they're going to be in compliance with all our
Compliance with all
ordinances.
applicable codes, ordinances,
Right.
regulations.
Any other questions on this for Mr. Schiavo or Mr. Little or Mr. Hugus, Council? Thank you, sir.
Well,
Now we'll move over to motions, and Tim, if you would.
Yeah, the first item is a motion to open a Pliget account for escrowing certain business privilege taxes. And these are all obviously for Tuesday evening's council meeting. The second one is a motion to appoint the Civil Service Commission nominees for the oral interview board for the promotional interviews from sergeant to lieutenant. Number one, Howard Burton, who is the chief of police in Penn Hills. David McIntyre, I don't know David. Leonard Tinsley, who's a former chief of police here in Monroeville, and the alternate, Tom Fitzgerald. If the council has any questions on any of these motions, feel free to ask. Number three is a motion to appoint the testing agency for the examination, Bill Gamble, for the written test from sergeant to lieutenant, promotional written examination. Number four is a motion to accept the Second Amendment to the host fee agreement with Waste Management for a waiver of excavating and blasting fees in lieu of Waste Management excavating and transferring an estimated 2 million cubic yards of fill material, of which approximately 968,000 cubic yards will be used to creating approximately 5 to 6 acres of usable property for the Fire Training Center on Johnson Road. There's just one sentence in that agreement. I want to talk to Attorney Zunick out of Bruce's office about that, and I'll have that cleared up for Tuesday.
Any other questions or comments on any of these motions before you, Council, for Tim? Seeing none, we'll move over to resolutions, and if you would, Tim.
Yeah, a resolution authorizing the filing of an application for funds for the Allegheny County Department of Economic Development for the Monroeville Senior Citizen Center patio renovation grant for the year 2015. This is to refurbish that back patio. This is a CDBG, Community Development Block Grant Funds, which comes through the county, federal money.
Questions or comments, Council? Seeing none, Mr. Little, please.
A resolution adopting revised accounting procedures for the Police Asset Seizure Fund, and this is basically, Chief Cole wanted this to go through. The change basically was item number 7 on the accounting procedure. The Chief of Police will recommend and approve expenditures from the asset seizure account and forward to the municipal manager for approval. In 8, obviously, it has to go to council. Approval for expenditures shall be obtained from Monroeville Municipal Council.
Questions or comments on this item before you, Council? Thank you, Tim. Bruce, if you would.
Yes, the first ordinance is an ordinance of the municipality fixing, these are the standard end of the year, beginning of the year ordinances, fixing real estate millage for land, buildings, and structures for 2015. Next is the next tax ordinance is setting the budget, or rather, it's the budget containing estimates of proposed revenues and expenditures for the calendar year 2015. Third is an ordinance of the municipality containing deed transfer and mercantile business privileges, local services tax pursuant to the Local Tax Enabling Act. Fourth is an ordinance adjusting the salary system for 2015. Lastly is an ordinance of the municipality of Monroeville establishing the 2015 fee schedule.
Once again, Council, on any of these ordinances, any questions or comments for Mr. Dice or Mr. Little? Seeing none, we'll move over to reports of our municipal staff, and Bruce, you're up first.
I don't have anything else.
Tim?
Yeah, I'd just like to make a comment that I don't know how many years running it is, but Monroeville has received the Excellence Award from the Government Finance Officers Association, which before that, Ms. Worksman had that for 20 years, and we just received notice that we received that for the CAFR, Comprehensive Annual Financial Report, that was submitted before June. And we just received the letter, and we'll be getting a little plaque in the mail. And I want to commend the Finance Department for, there's a lot of work that goes into putting all the graphs and the charts together, and that's in the CAFR or the audit. But it's a little bit more than an audit. There's a lot of valuable information in there that if you look at it, any resident can see the past history of Monroeville's finances and demographics. Okay, so I just wanted to comment on that.
Very good. Paul Hugus, anything for us?
No comments.
And Sean, last but certainly not least, of our management staff.
No comments.
All righty, we'll move over to our reports of our officials, and Linda, we'll start off with you.
Okay, first of all, I also wanted to say congratulations on us getting this award again, Mr. Lally. All the work you've done with us this year, very much appreciated, and I think it's showing, and we appreciate your time and your department's time and everything that's been put into the budget, and I'd like to say thank you to everyone that's worked on that. Secondly, I would like to mention 5 officers that have now been, are off their probationary period, and they're going to be promoted to full-time officers. And if I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. Officer Speranza, Officer Martin, Officer Supanik, Officer Frisk, and Officer Miller. Congratulations to you all. Appreciate that you're here and the work that you put in to get off probation. And other than that, just so I don't forget on Tuesday, happy holidays to everybody. Have a good time with your family. They don't last forever. And that's all I have.
Nick.
Yes, Mayor. 2 announcements through the Recreation and Parks Advisory Board. This Saturday is the annual Snacks with Santa at Monroeville Fire Hall number 4. That's this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's a lot of fun. Santa Claus will be there. There's crafts and snacks, and it's a very nice time, always is, over at the number 4 Fire Hall. And so no registration is necessary. Please show up 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then Sunday, this Sunday is the annual light up contest, 6 to 9 p.m. So make sure all those decorations are up over the weekend. You have them up and on by 6 p.m. on Sunday, and please keep them up until 9 p.m. Members of the Recreation Advisory Board will be driving around their wards and judging a winner from every ward, and then on Monday, the whole board gets together and we drive around to the individual winners and then get a grand prize winner for the event. So please get those lights up this Sunday, 6 to 9 p.m., and then Snacks with Santa is on Saturday. And that's all I have for this evening.
Ron?
I'll save the larger part of my report for Tuesday. However, I too want to congratulate Sean and the rest of the Finance Department, along with Manager Little, for receiving the Government Finance Association Award. I thought that was a very good accomplishment. And then I have a question. I have a petition in front of me from approximately 19 residents on Bruner Drive to have a street light installed around the 443 Bruner Drive area at the crest of the hill. I have looked at it. I agree with them. I don't know what the procedure is from here.
Well, I believe a motion should be, I'll put a motion on the agenda for Tuesday evening
That's
to
what I was
pass
gonna
that
suggest.
to put a street light up there. And Duquesne Light does that.
Okay, with that, I just want to, I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. I hope all of council, the mayor, Mr. Dice, and the rest of the staff have a very nice and safe holiday.
Jim?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just have a couple of things. First off, I remind everybody that Steel City Con is in town Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Fawns is here, along with Linda Blair and a few other ones. I understand they draw quite a crowd down there. That being said, for those of you that don't already know, and you maybe you do, the Public Works Party that goes on every year for the last 100 years is on again. And it is not, for those of you listening out there, it is not coming from any outside source, inside source, I'm sorry, as far as scrap metal. I have some anonymous donors that are going to do it again, and we thank them.
Thank you.
It will be on the 19th, by the way, sorry.
Okay. I have some senior center announcements. This Saturday, there's a $500 jackpot bingo at 1 o'clock, $15 entry fee. Next Thursday, the 11th, there's a pancake breakfast at 9:30 a.m. Everybody's welcome. The tickets are on sale until Monday. It's $5 a person, pancake, sausage, fresh fruit. The Gateway High School Choir will be there, as will Santa Claus. Then holiday bingo with great prizes are afterwards. The senior center is also doing a expansion to their fitness room. It's already begun, and it's open to adults that are 50 or older. They're asking you to please stop by, take a look if you're interested, and the evening hours will begin in February. And that's all I have.
Steve?
All I have is, I also have a petition for installation of a street light, and the location is 1401 John Street. I live near the area, and I can understand why they want it. It's on the very dead end in an old road. So
You'll just add that to the
hopefully we can
agenda.
add that to the,
Tim will add that to the agenda, Steve.
okay, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Tom?
Well, I would like to remind everybody that on Saturday, before you go to the number 4 Fire Hall and before you go to the bingo at the senior center, that the Rotary Club is having their pancake breakfast at the poorhouse.
Lots of pancakes.
And it starts at 8 a.m., and I believe it runs through to noon. Congratulations to Sean for the award. Congratulations to our new police officers that have completed their probation. Keep up the good work. I'm hearing great things about you guys. And then I would like to, I'm very proud to announce that we have sat down with a new investment firm to manage our OPEB fund. And this firm, in October, our net gain was $99,000, and our net gain in November was $179,000. That's $178,000 in just 2 months. So we're looking forward to bringing those figures, seeing those figures every month now. And it's been a long haul, but we finally got the right people involved, and thank you, Pierce Park. And that's all, thank you.
And just real quickly, Sean and your staff, congrats, obviously, with Tim's. I know you guys work real hard on that. And I also would like to congratulate our officers for now passing their probationary period. And with that, council, I'd like to announce out that there is an executive session for personnel and legal reasons. Is there a motion to go to an executive? You're going to do public comment? We already did. We did that.
So
Is
moved.
there a motion? Is there a second? All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Thank you, and good night, ladies and gentlemen.